Hey all, Mike and Raven again with another metal video. I'm going to continue on my Megadeth album series. Hey, I've told you all, big, huge Megadeth fan. And with their last album, that looks like that might be it for them. So I'm going to go over my thoughts on all their albums. Okay, so this time here, we're going to, like I said, we're doing So Far, So Good, So What. So we get a little bit of a story behind this one here at first. At this time, the only thrash bands I were really into were Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax, and some Exodus. Those were the ones I was really into. I was introduced to them. So this is back in 1988. Then I just met a new friend at school. So you know what? We started hanging out. He was into metal too. He's the one also who got me into Anthrax also. Him and his brother were huge Anthrax fans. So one day they invited me. My actually friend invited me over to his house one day. So I went there after school one day. And him and his brother, like I said, they were also metal fans also. So there we are sitting in their room, and I was over there, and I was looking through their tape collection they had. They had some bands I never even heard. I'm like, holy shit, man, look at this stuff here. So I kept looking and looking, and I just started to look at the album covers. Then this album cover jumped up to me. It was a band called Megadeth. So Far, So Good, So What? I'm just looking at this album cover, and I'm like, damn, this is fucking a cool cover. So I just asked both of them, who are these guys? Are these guys any good? Well, holy shit. The look that I got back, it was like the look of death, man. All I heard was, you never heard of Megadeth? I'm like, no, seriously, no. I'm like, dude, the guy was in fucking Metallica. If you're a Metallica fan, you must have heard of fucking Megadeth and no Megadeth. I'm like, no, man, I'm not. Seriously, I'm not. He says, oh my God, you're missing out then. So he puts it, he goes, you know what? This is back in cassette days. He says, you know what? I have at the beginning of side 2. So we're going to start off with side 2 first. Okay, so the first track is 502. Holy shit. I was blown away from the minute that song started. I just, wow. The vocals started. Yeah, I do like Dave's vocals, not going to lie. Well, most of the stuff. So I'm just like, holy shit, this is pretty fucking cool. So then we heard the rest of the album there, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I became a Megadeth fan, and I just asked him, because, hey, guys, can I borrow this? I could bring this back to you, on Monday. Like, this was on a Friday. So, because I had to let the other guys in the neighborhood heroes, hey, I'll drop it off this week if you really want it. I'll just bike over to your house. We don't live too far from each other. So they said, sure, no big deal, just don't ruin it. Wow. Then after that, they got me to the other Megadeth albums. And those will be coming in the later time of stories for the other albums. So, of course, I had to get home that night there. It was a Friday night. The rest of the neighborhood guys were into metal. I said, you guys got to check out this band. They were Megadeth. Even my older friend didn't have anything from fucking Megadeth, which was kind of shocking because he had everything, but no Megadeth. So we all listened to it outside. Hot night there out there. Holy shit. Yeah, all Megadeth fans. Like, this was near getting to be close to the summer. All became Megadeth fans now. Just love this album here. So yeah, so now we'll get into my thoughts about this album here. Okay, I think it is a very underrated album. The issue I have with this album here is that it gets stuck in between two classic albums such as Peace Sells and Rust in Peace. That's what happens sometimes. So they become the forgotten album, or not very good, what people would say. That's what I think. I know that there's a lot of mixture on this album here, and I get it. I understand it. But for myself, I think it's, like I said, it's a very good album. It's very underrated. I'm just looking at the songs here. Into the Lungs of Hell is a solid instrumental to start off with. Set the World Afire. Unbelievable song. Yes, you've got Anarchy in the UK. Whatever. It is a cover song. Harry Jane it's an okay song too. Pretty cool song. So that's what you get for side 1 from back in the day. Side 2. Just look at it. Hook and Mouth. 502, pardon me, amazing. In My Darkest Hour, my God, what an amazing song there is. And you got Liar and Hook and Mouth. Everybody I knew loved the song Liar. You fucking liar. They all love that part there. So I said, you know what, overall, I think about this album here, it's got some great songs in it. It's got the great riffs and the solos from fucking Dave. What do you more expect? Like I said, I might be a little bit biased because this was the very first Megadeth album that I ever heard. And this was my introduction to the band. And if you haven't heard this album in quite a while, please do yourself a favor. Give it a second chance. Because if you wasn't a fan of this album at first, you might. So if you're going to ask me overall from a 10, how would I rank this album here? I would rank this album here probably an 8. That's how much I like this album here. So hey, what are your thoughts on this album here? Let me know. Leave a comment. Hit the subscribe button. Please keep buying physical metal copies to support the bands that you like. And as always, stay fucking heavy.